Hello everyone. Wow. Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream. Every single time I stream that happens. I forgot to do the overlays and such, so I need to do those quickly. If you can bear with me here. Play.asumavoid.co. What happened to the M? Let's add a few space bars. There we go. Yes, IP address of the server is on the screen. Also, the music needs updating as well because we're going to be listening to a new musician today called Crinkle. I think I've got that right. Crinkle? Crinkles! There's an S on the end. There's multiple crinkles. So hello everyone. Welcome back to another live stream. The pre-stream music was Rob Bass and... is it DJ EZ? It takes two. It does indeed apparently take two. Let's start the Crinkles music. Let's get that going. And Barely Scientist asking in chat if I like his skin. Yeah, I noticed Bear's skin just over here, if you can see my cursor. Like Bear Scientist, it looks like the experiment has gone wrong because he's now green. I think that's what he was going for there. Bam Bam says, "Hey X, I had a brilliant cup of tea." Awesome, I got a cup of tea right here. It tastes delicious and it's really hot as well. Ah, that is a nice cup of tea right there. This guy's got a part of my skin on. So yeah, today we're doing some redstoning. And we've got a crowd of people hanging out here. Over here is my ideas board for things that I've wanted to do and been thinking about doing recently with redstone. And I do want to say to everyone, please, when it comes to backseat gaming, you gotta give it some leeway, right? Because I'm going to be trying to figure things out. And some of you may know the answers with redstone. And so, you know, I don't get there. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, I want to make this thing. Bam, there it is. Look, I made a piston extend by itself. Magic. Did you see that? That's a magic trick. I also got a noise in my ear. Tyler, YZA. No. That is confusing me. Tyler TYZA. There we go. Has subscribed. Thank you so much for your subscription, buddy. I do believe you're probably online somewhere there. Or maybe you're not online at the moment. But yes, look at this. Pistons extending by themselves. What a magic contraption. The thing that I wanted to say was just that backseat gaming is it's not going to be productive. I'm going to figure things out my own way. I'm not one of those people that jumps in and just makes the contraption. It takes me a while to figure it out. That being said, I've done a lot of sort of brain redstoning, which is where you just think about it before you build it, and usually I throw everything out the window in the first minute. But it kind of led me to some really interesting ideas for circuits and things that we could build. So I'm really excited to do this. Random Boom says, "Hey X, do you watch Doctor Who?" I do not actually. I get asked that all the time. I do. I should have like a list somewhere of answers. Oh. So Godzilla Train is asking if we're going to be using command blocks or is it vanilla redstone. Yeah, it's vanilla redstone. I think if you use command blocks it should be called command blocking or something like that. So the thing that we're going to start off today with is possibly not even going to work on the server. It just occurred to me that this might actually be disabled. Let's come above the ground because the ground is powered by redstone torches. That's why the piston's extended. So I got this suggestion from someone who I actually really appreciated that they didn't say, well, I mean, they didn't say like, you know, here's the solution. It would have been hard for them to explain the solution, but they hinted at using discs with a jukebox, and it's given me an idea. So we can do that. Now, how do I eject this thing? Right-clicking with an empty hand is supposed to produce a jukebox, which means we might not be able to actually live stream on the server to do this. Right, I wonder if Autumn can fix that. He'll spot me. He's probably watching. Hey, we got a jukebox problem over here. Car Creator, I do know there are new Polybridge levels. Hype, there's going to be a new video later today, a Polybridge one. So be sure to check that out. That comes out in an hour and a half. So Autumn is, I think, world editing the jukebox, so it's a special one. If you're listening, Autumn, might be a good idea to make it happen in the entire region or something like that, because I might place down multiple ones of these. The main thing is I want to get the disc back. So let's just start redstoning. I've got a few ideas, right? what we want to do is make a jukebox organisation system. I've just realised something that might throw the entire idea that I had. Oh my god, it's thrown the entire idea out of the window immediately. I think it has actually. Actually, no, maybe it hasn't. Let's not build on the ground because it's all powered. Oh, there's always something you don't think of. I pictured it working like this. Oh, hello, chest. Wow, what signal strength is that going to give us? I don't think this is going to work. Gives us a signal strength of 1. And what's this one going to give us up here? Where's the disc? I need the disc again. Same one. First one. Actually, I think the first one gives you a signal strength of 1. So let's find out anyway. Put that in there, and it gives you a signal strength of 1. Okay. So now we need to experiment with another one. Right, we swapped that one for that. So no, it's counting it like a regular item over here. Okay, the problem is the item isn't dropping. You saw there we turned it off. Right, so this changes things considerably as to what I was going to do, and I'd like to backtrack a little bit because I thought of like cool circuit ideas that could have made this possible. Let's start with the original idea. So the record is going to come out of the top, and I was hoping that we could pick it up automatically with a hopper like this, so that we don't need to I don't know, have any other sort of contraption, like maybe a minecart hopper hidden inside of the jukebox or something like that. If that picks it up, then we can send it along a chain that goes across to the side like this. So I'd also pictured the delivery system for returning the records. How many are there in total? Let's have a look. We've got 7 there, 10, 12. So I'm not going to place them all in. Let's grab some yellow clay. But imagine that these are all... Actually, we might as well just do this. Only take a second. So trapped and regular. So we would do it like this. We would have, I guess, 12 in total. So that's 3, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 9. Oh, 10, 11, 12. Already it's going to be a 12 wide contraption. But each one has a different disc in it, and the idea is that we organise them automatically. So you can have perhaps you could have like an item frame on each one that tells you the record that you're going. Philip says, "Oh, music stopped. The music is still playing for me. If you can't hear it, I can turn it up a little bit." Some of you are saying double music. I think you might have the stream open, JPEG guy. Open twice, that is. True Marine says, how long have you been streaming? 8 minutes. So Autumn, message me on chat and let me know, because otherwise I'm going to be building and I'll have to redo it all. So I have no idea if you're able to fix this or not. Maybe he's already done it. So what happens when we right click it with an empty hand? Alright, he's leaving us a sign. Yeah, so what I pictured happening was that the hopper chain would come down to the end, and then it would go into a hopper in which we got the signal strength like this, but of course that's not the way that it works. So we wouldn't do that, and then I was envisioning all sorts of contraptions after that, so now we've got to do something kind of entirely different. I'm not sure if I particularly like that. Okay, he's working on it. So yeah, this is going to mess things up big time. Now what we could do is have the jukebox in the corner and have all the chests go off in one direction. We don't have to have it in the middle, which is what I was thinking, and it's more likely that's going to work. So then we have like an array. Oh, how is this going to work? Like if we have the hoppers pointing down and then the thing goes across the top, I know they're facing the wrong direction. Then if these are locked, do you know what, this might be extremely simple. It might be very, very simple. So how do we lock them? We can lock them from that height if they've got redstone on top of them. Actually, we can sort of lock them from the same height they are right now anyway. We just need to put some blocks here, and then it locks the hopper. Right, so now all our hoppers are locked. That means when the item gets ejected, it's going to travel over to the right, and then it should end up in the correct one, provided we can manipulate these correctly. And already actually there's a problem with this, and that is that any redstone wire that goes on the top will start blinking. So no, this has to be one block higher up. And I really shouldn't be building this out of green, because green is the colour of the floor. Let's go with yellow. And we'll remove that as well. So that's going to go up to here. Arian Mouse says, "What are you making, X?" I tell you what, if we could get a little reply for that from Nightbot, that would be fantastic. I know some of my moderators are here, because I'm going to have to answer that over and over again. But I'll tell you what we are making. We're making a contraption that's going to automatically resort the record that you're listening to into the chest for that record. So it's a way for you to grab the exact record you want. I mean, you could argue that, you know, you open one chest, all of the records are in there, put it in, you know, it gets ejected automatically and put back in. That's a valid contraption as well, but this just makes it a little bit more fancy. And it's a fun project, we'll learn some things. So the next thing we need to do is transfer that signal right there up to this level. How are we going to do that? Because this will reduce the redstone current by 1. And we want it to be 1 more. I am not sure. Not sure at all. I think we can do it in a sort of ugly way if we... Let's say we have 2 comparators and we get it to over here. Right, here's what I'm thinking. That signal strength can be carried again. Like, what if we do this? Comparator here. Send it up a block. See, it's only going to get to that one. And then we have a comparator there. That's not quite what I'm looking for. I don't think it's actually that possible. Gamer Guy says, "What are you drinking? It sounds like tea." Yes, it is tea that I am drinking. So this is one of those backseat gaming moments where you might know the answer, I don't. Don't get upset about it. That's not going to help anyone. I mean, there's another problem here that I haven't even addressed, which is how do we actually manipulate these? There is a way to do so that I'm not entirely 100% sure I can remember how to do it correctly, so we'll give it a try. It was made by Minecraft with Dummies, and it was a solution for something that people have found a solution for, but never such a straightforward and simple one. So you've got your item frame, you can control the signal strength using that. If I can remember how he does it, he splits up the signal. So over here is where we have our torches. And then there's going to be 8 of these. Let's get all 8 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll be able to turn off some of them going all the way to the end. There's something wrong here. Oh yeah, we only want one torch to be on. So now what we do is have another line of signal that gets powered from the same bit over here, and it's a stronger one. Incorporate locked comparators somehow. I don't know, I was thinking about that earlier. How do you do a locked comparator? We also had a noise in my ear. It'd be nice if it was like a repeater pointing into a comparator, but that I don't think exists. But yeah, it's something to do with manipulating signal strength, so we may end up building something like that. I got a message here from T-Scene, a donation, saying, "Hi X, just watched your 64 Wither fight. That was an amazing episode. I wanted to say thanks for all the content you produce, especially for the Hermitcraft community projects. Can't imagine this community without you." Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed the video. I had a great time playing that. I cannot wait to do another one like that. Maybe 128 next time. I reckon it's possible because they all hurt each other, don't they? But thank you so much for your donation, and I do hope you're enjoying the stream. So what we need to do is manipulate this signal strength so it's like stronger. I can never remember how to use these. I always have to go and look up my own video, which I can't do when I'm streaming. So I can't exactly remember how he did it, but let's say we need to bring the signal strength over here just so we can adjust this one. No, not like that. Okay, so now we need to power this with a strong redstone signal. Isn't there an add mode? I forget how to do this. Maybe the signal behind it needs to be stronger for it to add. I'm pretty sure that's subtract. Does a comparator have to point inside of it for it to be in add mode? Yeah, it does. That's right. So now if we manipulate the signal strength of this, we should be able to find what we're looking for. So how far around is that actually going? We can kind of see based on where the torches are. So can we add signal strength to that, or is it's already maximum? This is going to get difficult quick. Let's put down a hopper and use items instead, just because that'll make things a little bit quicker. So this thing's got a low signal strength. There wasn't really any point putting all of those in. Let's put in that item. It's got a signal strength of 3. We chuck in another record into this one, and it doesn't go any higher. Maybe it has to have more. Is it on subtract mode? I feel like I've taken a step back here. How did we have it adding a moment ago? Look B says Seth Bling ain't good enough to build this high-end redstone. He absolutely is. I bet you Seth Bling would be all over this. This is the problem. I can't. This is why I was a little reluctant to live stream, because I can't remember stuff easily. I have to go and look it up all the time. And yeah, well, maybe the hopper's being locked or something like that. Why was it adding a moment ago but not now? It's only in subtract mode. Maremba says you can't add. You can compare. Oh, it's compare and subtract. Okay, we can't add. How did this guy do it? I've completely forgotten. But I guess we need to make the opposite of this. How does one make the opposite signal strength? The signal from behind has to be stronger than the signal from the side. That's not what this guy did. He had it so that... That's sort of a little bit more like how it looked. Hey, maybe it was something like this. Oh, that looks more like it. So now we have a full strength signal, but we can take away... Are we taking away, or do we have to click that? Right, and now that's given us 2 torches that are on. Bam, now we got 1. So I think we just sussed it. There we go. That's the system that we want to use. Oh, and now they're all off. Oh, that was odd. Maybe there's a bit of like an update delay here. Yeah, look, this one doesn't come back on. Oh, that's because the default gives you some signal strength. Maybe it was supposed to actually work more like this. Because I see that that one on the end is slightly different. Now we got a difference of 3. I don't think that was actually it. I think the deal is maybe this bit right here actually just needs to be standard like that. No, it's 3 again. Oh, we're down to 1. Ah, now maybe it's working. And then we've got 2 that are off. And then it's just those 2. Strange stuff. But that'll make it just 1. So Redstone with Dummies made this, I'm pretty sure. So this one right here would turn on. But it makes sense that it doesn't, because you're always going to get a signal strength. Because I guess 0 would be when this thing is empty. So there's something missing here. I wonder if... So let's say we can't have that right there. That one's always going to be on. I wonder if we adjust it like this somehow. Might be the way. The Saab Gamer says, "Go, Asuma, you can do this." I hope so. I've got a feeling... I'm pretty sure I could. I've got a feeling doing it on a live stream is going to make it a little bit more difficult. So I'm trying to entertain you guys as well, you see. Alright, so how many of these... Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to do it like that. We can see exactly how many we need. By the way, would having that there... No, that just carries the signal... Never mind, never mind. Let's focus on doing this. So that would be all of our... Yeah, look how many are now turned on. That's not the way, is it? Oh, I think I see what it might be. Or maybe we already did this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, so what if it's this one right here? Then 2 are going to be lit. That one's always going to be on. We want to ignore 1. Right, so if we're ignoring 1, this needs to be reduced by 1 more signal strength. And now we get 2. 2 are turned on. Oh, now... Oh no, 2 again. Let's get rid of those. And in order to get rid of 2, we've got to extend the signal of 1. Oh, wait a minute. I should also do this. Right, and then that gives you 4 on at once. I can't figure this one out. Anyone got some suggestions? I'm not sure if I've made the problem clear. That makes it so 3 are on. Now 2. Ah! Aha! Did we do it? I think we might have sussed it. The first one's on. We did it! That's the fix. Awesome. I do believe, though, this might be able to be compacted by putting that one there, because now it comes back by 1. Yeah, which means you'd have a torch there. And then there's 2 on. We'd also take 1 off the end. Right, and now there's 0 on. Which I do believe means redstone like that. Aha! Look, we've compacted it ever so slightly. Right, that's probably what he built in his video. That took us a long time to get there. Hello everyone, by the way. Oh, we got to do a little bit of an experiment. By the way, if you're watching the stream and you want to watch, like, in-game, you can do that. play.sumavoid.com. Let's get everyone seating in these seats. Let's use them what they're used for. Just temporarily, just a little experiment. I want to see everyone sitting nice and organised in these 2 blocks over here. That'll be fun. That'll be cool. So we'll come back to that in a second. There's always a little bit of delay. Right, so we've sussed this thing out. So now, can we get that working on this over here? The dealio is, though, that we've made it so that... Wait, actually, is this going to translate the same way? Right, that's the default state. Default state for us needs to be off. Everything's locked. Oh, that's another point. I want it to work the opposite way. So instead of torches, we need to use repeaters or comparators. You know, something to send a signal through like this. So now everything else is on. Like we've inverted what's happening here with the torches. That's just all about like signal flow, basically. Oh look, people are getting organised. I imagine a lot of people are AFK as well. That's good to see. The stadium looks full up now. I like it. That's another thing I've been thinking about. This stadium is never ever full. It always feels empty. I've been thinking about making a smaller one with more space to play around in the middle. That might be fun. Gas44 says, X, you still need to do an ABBA caving match against TFC. That is absolutely true. I keep forgetting, like, day after day I'm like doing all these things and I keep forgetting about it. We'll get it organised soon, don't worry. Johnny Digger wants to know what I'm trying to build. Oh, that tea is at the right temperature right there. Okay, we really need... I need like a message on screen. We're trying to build a contraption to organise our music discs into chests and automatically pick it out of this thing. Still working on it. I think Autumn might still be working on it. Let's give it another try. If not, we'll build something on here and I'll take it to a single player world. Nah, looks like it's still a work in progress. A whip. A wipe. Alright, so this is how our things over here are actually going to get powered, our hoppers. So no to that, and yes to this. Let's also get ourselves a delicious repeater. Alright. So they're going to go across like that. I hope this translates what we got here, because we're working with a different signal strength length. But anyway, that's going to be roughly how it's going to work. Then we're going to have a line of redstone here. Yeah. I think we just gotta put it in place and then see what we can do with it. All right, so how many discs were there in total? We did this a moment ago. 9, 12. How many of these do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we'll tile them all the way across like that. Let's get the rest of these chests put in place. And put the hoppers on top. Right, and that's the system for organising them. It's big and wide, but it's a fun project nonetheless. Okay, so redstone next. Give me the redstone. It's going to go all the way across the top. Then it's going to wrap back around again. Do you know, I just had a thought. We could possibly make this a little bit smaller by bringing the redstone back here and chopping it off with a block there. I think we'll save the compacting to later. Let's keep it simple first. Do the compacting stuff later on. Bam, go away. Okay, so now when we have a signal coming from here, we need to manipulate what we've done here. There's another factor to this as well, which is when we take the record out, there needs to be some sort of system that keeps the previous thing in check for a while. And I reckon that's possible, but I think we need to just build it a little bit at a time. So Wilson55 says, Asuma, where did you find this music? It's super chill and nice. I got sent it by a friend today, so I don't know where you'd get it from, but if you Google Crinkles, maybe you'll be able to find it. Crinkles music, who knows? Doug's Piano says, I sent you a picture of signal outputs on Twitter. Okay, let's have a look at that actually, because I'm assuming they go up one by one. If not, if you've tweeted me, maybe they don't. Oh, you sort of sent me the answer. I think, to what I'm trying to do, possibly. Oh, I wish I hadn't looked at that. I thought you were going to show me something else. You have sent me the answer. I was going to redstone it myself. Apparently Nightbot has left the chat. Let's bring Nightbot back in. I'm gonna try and redstone it the way I was going to. Okay, Nightbot is returning. So I guess the way I would have done it would have been to falsify signal strength a little bit, which would actually be the same thing we've already been doing. We can say the first 8 records are this thing right here. So what we're doing is we're taking that initial signal strength and passing it to the back line. We can do that nice and easy. Bam. But then we're modifying it. Actually, no, we're pointing that into another comparator. So maybe we do just that. Comparator goes there. That's got a full strength bit of redstone at the back. And then it goes all the way around to there. Right, so now all we've got to do is reduce it so the gap is 1. And I've seen how you done it with your picture. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have taken me that long to figure it out at all, because all I'm going to do really is just pass the signal forward through comparators. Like that, I think. That's the way to go. Are we making it any shorter? We are. And there might be something a little bit odd at some point. We got a lot of people on! Awesome. Look at that tab screen. Crazy. Look at the ping. Okay, down to 2. So the issue now... Actually, we can fix that issue very quickly. Oh. Like that, I think, is the... There we go. So now, what happens when this increases? They all lock. Of course they would. Subtract mode. Yes, subtract. Subtract. Actually, that kind of changes the original experiment a little bit. Wait, that's not the default position, is it? Is that supposed to do that? Can I... Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll just replace it all together. Oh, got another noise in me here. We'll check that in 1 second. I really just want to get this tiny bit here finished. Right. Default position is down. Aha! No, 2. We've got a gap of 2. Right, but now we put this thing into compare mode, we should be good. So, what we're going to do is put that there. Now we've got a gap of 1. Gap. Oh, there you go. That's it. That's it. We've simulated it. Now this one's going to turn off after 8 and come back round again, but it will be good to work for stronger signal strengths because we're using the compare mode. And I like the way that it sort of locks in between. There we go. The server's being slow. It's being very slow. Let's check that message. Yeah, there we go. I think one more and we're all the way back round. Okay, that's good to know. That works. Do you have a redstone torch, or can it be anything? That is a... Oh wait, you mean in the item frame, possibly? That question confused me. Yeah, you can put anything in there. Doesn't affect it at all. We got a donation with no message here from Mackenzie Irene 17. Thank you so much for the donation. I hope you're having a good time watching the stream today. Do appreciate it. Doing some redstone here. So we got until... We've got to the next step. Because we figured out how we're going to lock all of the hoppers that we don't want the item to go into, and how to put it into the one we do. The next thing is, how can we turn the jukebox, if we want to keep it in that place right there, how can we turn it around to this spot? And also... Hey, do you know what we might be able to? We might be able to bring this back by 1. Actually, as I say it, I don't think... Oh, that's a good point. This one right here needs to be ignored. Aha! That actually works in our favour to some extent. Because this right here is the first one. That's the one that needs to be... That needs to be that repeater. So, if we drag this back to here... then that's going to bring it back 1 this way. We then need to shuffle this back and realign it again, basically. So you will come back here. Comparator needs to be on compare mode. And then we've just got to refigure out all of this, I guess. Yeah, the server's being a bit slow at the moment. There's lots and lots of people online. And I need to drink some more tea. Black Blizzard says the item frame has 8 signals and you have 12 hoppers. Yes, that's because we're using that as a test. We're going to do this for records, and there's 12 of them. What's the IP? It's on the screen, play.asumavoid.com. X, what's R9K? I'm a noob, sorry. I have no idea what R9K is. I've heard that before though, but I can't remember where I've heard it. MKG9872 says, what's happening here? I'm new to today's live stream. We're making a redstone contraption for organising your discs from your jukebox when you're done listening to them. So automatically take your record and put it into the correct chest. Right, so we're going to put that in there. The server's going to catch up. Still working on it, okay. Right, the server catches up. And we need to increase the signal strength by 1. So let's go... I think I might need to shuffle this around a little bit. That's 1 too far, so let's move all of this back with an axe from there to here. / move. That's not how you spell move. What are we doing? There we go. I think we need to update this. There it goes. There it goes. Excellent. Right, that's been aligned correctly. That's good. So now the next challenge is probably the most difficult one for me. Let's go and put all these hoppers in the correct place. I would like a regular chest if possible. Thank you. Let's put these all back like so. Ugh. So, assuming that this hopper picks it up with no trouble, when it does receive an item, we need to freeze this right here. And that's something I am thinking about over and over again. And I do not know. We need to freeze it for the duration that an item travels through all of these hoppers to the end. Then it's fine to turn off and do nothing, because the record would have been sorted by then. Let's see. I really don't know. I'm thinking when the record comes out, this thing's going to turn on. If this is going to be quick enough, like if that can turn on and somehow we can lock these repeaters, comparators somehow, or lock the signal strength. But I'm saying it right now, I'm actually in a little bit of a head scratcher. Not really got any ideas. Because that comparator is basically going to turn off. So how do we lock it? How do we say no, you can't turn off, we want to keep this signal strength? Maybe what we need is a contraption that I don't know if it even exists, but some sort of comparator magic going on here where it just maintains whatever signal strength is put into it. And I think I know what that is, because I messed around with it the other day and came up with something interesting. So you do this, and you give it a signal and it decays. So you do this, you give it a signal, and apparently it doesn't decay. There we go, now it decays. Alright, so I didn't know that doesn't work with a 1 tick. Fascinating. Plus the server's being a bit laggy. Alright, so now we remove that and it decays. It decays. It did it a second ago. Right, I'm not sure if I updated it or changing the state helped. Anyway, I think I've now figured it out. Yeah, the server is really struggling now. It ain't got a clue, does it? The Orangelo. I was going to call I was going to call you the Orangelo King. The Oranges King, or Orangelo, says you didn't invent. You know, it's called a pulse extender. No, we're not building a pulse extender. A pulse extender takes an input like a button and increases its length. We're trying to maintain this signal strength after the input has turned off, and I think this might be the way to do it, because these are going to transfer the signal strength without decaying it. Look, it's equal. Signal strength comes in, it passes it to this one. That one's then going to keep the same signal strength and pass it to that one. I love comparators. I think Jeb done a fantastic job. That came out of nowhere. I'm assuming it was Jeb. It might have been Dinnerbone as well. It kind of came out of nowhere, and it made so much sense because it made use of the signal strength. So that's not full signal strength, and now it's keeping the same amount. So let's turn that off. Let's do a more drastic demonstration by lowering the signal strength. So now we can see it's considerably darker, and it stays, and it should stay that way. So if we attach that to this over here, which I think we can do, I could sort of show you a mock right now, like if we had that. then we would maintain the signal strength at the front. Now, if it increased or decreased, I believe if it increases, we keep it the same. If it decreases, we don't. So we also need a way to turn this off, I think. We need a way to say, okay, you've done your job, get out of it. And I think the way you do that is maybe one of these is in subtract mode, and you have... let's use a piston. Let's use something mechanical here. I knew that was going to happen. I didn't know that was going to happen, though. Right, so we now want to get rid of this signal strength because we don't need it anymore. We turn it off, we retract. And look at that! Absolute magic! So that's the contraption that we need. That needs to go in that little spot, doesn't it? I think that's how we're gonna do this. Alright, and we've already got it in place. So let's think about the flow. Let's think about how this happens. The item's going to pop up here, which means the comparator's going to turn off. That's fine. This is already in place. Whatever signal strength comes into the system, after this thing's been reset, will be maintained. So when you put in a new record, the signal strength will be maintained. That's fine. That's not going to interrupt with anything. When you eject it, it needs to stay there until we're done with it. So I think this thing attached to a timer that then resets this means when you eject it, the record is going to travel down to the end. Let's say it goes to the very last one. Then our timer says, okay, let's reset. We reset this thing, and then it's ready to go again. I think that might be it. I think we might have done it. Mr. Sandman says, is this channel R-rated? This channel is family friendly. I don't like to swear particularly. I don't censor other people. I don't believe in censorship. I just choose not to, so yeah. Hebet90 wants to know what I'm building. This is a record sorter. Automatically sort the records into the chest after use. Right click on the jukebox, it goes through the hoppers and goes to the correct place using this fancy looking redstone circuit right here. I'm really happy that we figured this one out. That was cool. Yeah, so now the trick is, we know when this thing's going to get ejected. And oh no, I literally just figured this out a moment ago, didn't I? Now we've got to do a timer to a reset. So I think our reset is going to come from over here. If that is a redstone block, then it does the same job. That means we can put a comparator there. That one needs to be on compare mode. Then somewhere over here we need a piston to push into the space. Yes, there we go, like that. No, that would be... Well, this could be on by default. We'll see what it's like when the signal gets over there. Signal flow is important. Nobbenstein says, oh my god, what are you doing here? Do you know what everyone asks over and over again? We're doing redstone. Try and follow along. So I've seen some really cool, like, hopper clocks and timers. I think timers are really cool. There's so many ways you can do them. But if we have an on by default... actually, the problem here is that we're only going to get a short signal. It's not short enough to be a 1 tick, which means we don't instantly make a T flip-flop. Let's go and check that immediately. Got a noise in my ear. It's Gurim, 2K's back again. And dude, why are you correcting me? He says it's pronounced Gru-rim. Hopefully I read that correctly. Gru-rim. Gru-rim. I'll probably forget. You know what I'm like, by the way. He says it's pronounced Gru-rim, by the way. And even though I can't listen to the stream due to work, still letting you know it's appreciated. Good luck on the house search acquisition. Thank you so much for the donation, buddy. But I guess you can't even hear me saying thank you. I wonder if you're watching, in which I'll say, thanks, bud. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I do appreciate it, though. Alright, so, there might be a way for us to make a quick... Yeah, we could perhaps create a 1 tick on the corner here. I sort of want to avoid using pistons as well, if we can. That would be cool. So we don't have to make one contraption. We can make this and then make one without pistons as well. So that's going to create a 1 tick. We will bring that 1 tick over here. And with this limited space, can we Right, we can't really... actually, we can put a block there and have... No, that piston's going to interact with that redstone, which we can rewire or redirect with... Redstone there would do it. And I don't think that breaks this contraption. Okay, so we can fit that in there. So when something enters this, we're going to create a one-tick pulse, which immediately, due to the way it's arranged, shuts that off. That's not how we want it to work. Oh my god, we're going to need like several layers of one-ticking here. I'm seeing how this is coming together. So let's say we've got hoppers pointing into one another. This is locked, and when this thing gets hit, it's going to go over to this side. Now we could say, we're running out of space by the way, I am making this very compact, which isn't always a good idea. So when that empties, when they all leave that side, that could be when it gets activated. Although ideally you want to do this in a way where you don't have a cooldown time if possible, but I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem. Just means if you spam it with records it might break. Which is your own fault if you're going to spam it. Oh. Hey X, can you come out and record a disco mob? Don't know what you mean by that, Mr. Person. Okay, right. So what do we want to do now? We kind of just want to build this without being so close to the rest of it. That's definitely like the most compact you can probably do it. So I kind of feel like we're missing a point here. Maybe there's another way we can do this timer. What about some sort of self-powered thing? Like, when that gets extended... oh, this might have... That redstone there's in the way. Let's say it wasn't. Let's say we make that a slab. That's not going to be a problem. So our items are going to be... Oh, wait a minute. How is this powered? There's something to that where I'm going, but I don't think... I'll tell you what, no, let's go with it. Let's see where this leads. There's so many ways you can do things. Sometimes, even if you don't think it's the right one, I reckon it's a good idea to see it out, because then you might learn something new. So, let's say we have this. Oh, I don't want that anymore. I can't seem to... There we go. Can't seem to get rid of it. Right, item's going to stay in this side over here, right? So when the signal comes through, we're going to extend this, and then that's going to get powered and extended, which means this side isn't powered anymore, and the power comes over to this side. And then we can keep this powered, which now seems like a bad idea. It really does. Yeah, it would keep that extended, but there would be absolutely no use in that whatsoever, because then it won't reset. So that's like a deadlock using a hopper. No, that's not what we're going for. That's not what we're going for at all. We could use a cauldron facing upwards here. Oh, no we can't. Never mind, because there's that in the way. Carrot King says I'm bad with comparator logic. I would say so too, although I think we made pretty good use of it right here. Although this was actually thanks to Minecraft with Dummies and this wonderful contraption back here. So, how are we going to pull this off? We can actually change this redstone here up a little bit, I think. Or maybe not, I don't know, it doesn't need changing. So, if we have... I'm just trying to think about what's the best timer, but I'm really not sure now. Who's throwing things at me? What if our signal is on by default? How does that change how this looks? Like, it's going to turn off, but probably not for long enough. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. What are we trying to do here? We're trying to create a timer because we need to wait until this gets over here. We just need a delay. Like, when a signal comes through here, we just need a delay. That's literally it. What am I thinking? We don't need anything fancy. We just need a delay. We don't even need, like, a piston here, because there's no signal in the first place. So, oh my god, I'm so silly sometimes, I swear. So all we need now is a little delay circuit. Can't believe how long we looked at that and not realised. Let's just put in the basic that fits the space. And then you go there. So, that's the reset, and that's just on a delay. That looks beautiful right now. That is a lovely little bit of redstone. I don't know if we can make it much more compact, but it looks pretty good. So, in theory, I think we can simulate this to some extent now. So we have a record in there. Can we take that record out? Yep, we've taken the record out apparently. And remember, this was for the first slot. This is gonna work, I know it. On my days, right. First record goes into... Maybe I shouldn't have done it like that. Let's put all of these in the hotbar. Test them all one by one. This is like the coolest contraption ever. Did it do its thing? I don't think it worked. Right, first disc goes in. Nothing happens. Why? Where did you go? You went to the right place, but this comparator didn't activate. I think the server's too laggy at the moment for it. Let's see if we can get hold of Autumn then. Where art thou, Autumn? Oh, he's not online. Maybe Mayschool can help. Mayschool! X, sing a song. Not gonna happen. Is Mayschool here? Everyone crowd around him. We need Mayschool. Or Autumn, or someone. If anyone's watching who can let them know. We need their help, because this isn't working. Oh, wait, he moved. Hey, there we go. We got lag over here. This first comparator won't even activate. Can we... How can we reduce the lag here? Or can we move it to DevWorld and you guys take me to DevWorld and we'll test it there, where it'll be less laggy? I'm assuming they're listening now. Or maybe everyone who's watching can log off. No, don't do that. It'll be alright. We'll move it somewhere else. Oh, this is so cool though. Some of you really want me to sing. You'll regret it, I bet you. Oh, Mayschool's on it. Mayschool's on it. I think we did it though. I really do. I really think that's it. I mean, let's just go over it again. For anyone who's just tuned in, wondering what on earth's going on, I'll explain the contraption. When we put a disc in the jukebox, we can listen to it. When we take it out, I'm hoping that it will get ejected into this hopper at the top. If it does automatically, then the hopper is going to activate this circuit. And let me explain. Yeah, let's explain it in different order. So when the record is in the jukebox, it's going to create a signal strength here that this little circuit maintains, and between this and that over there, they are going to add and subtract, and it means that only one repeater will be turned off, and that's the repeater that the record will go into the chest, because each record has a different signal strength, so it'll be a different repeater. So this thing maintains it, and that means as the item starts to travel down here, it creates a redstone signal using the comparator, goes around a delay, and then eventually resets our signal strength maintainer right here. So you put in a record, you listen to it. When you take it out, the machine is going to know where to send it, so it travels down the hoppers into the right chest, and then a moment later it resets the system, so you can use a different ring. And Fenno is here apparently. Fenno, rate the redstone. He'll love it. He'll love this one. He'll give it a 10 out of 10. I think the only thing we can possibly say that needs doing is perhaps a little bit of Oh, compacting. Speaking of which, if we were just to put that there and swap this one around. Slight compactness has been achieved. Actually, that's a great little bit of compacting right there, because we don't need to rely on that. We need a comparator there pointing into it. That means we now have reduced it. Excellent! So, provided that that's enough delay for it to go all the way to the end. I've got a feeling it's not. That right there is slightly more compact, and oh no, it's not, because that now locks that, unfortunately. Maybe not then. Hopefully they've moved it without me compacting it and messing around with it. I want to see if Fenno replied in chat. Oh, I think he's talking to you guys. Never mind. If Asuma sees chat, we have 1% of him singing. Okay. Let's have a look. Hey, there's Fenno. It's on DevWorld. Cover your screen. TP to me. Okay, gotta stop the spoiling of top secret things. Bam! Oh my god, what's happened? No, rest in peace. The stream has died. No, it hasn't. Do not panic. Let's go to DevWorld. And let's TP to... Oh, I've been TP'd. Amazing. Bam! Oh my god, where are we now? We're in another world. We're going to test this wonderful contraption. Okay. Moment of truth. Can I just right-click on it immediately? Will it eject in this world? Don't think so. Let's give it a try. I think someone's already put a record in there though. Oh! What's going on? Everyone's saying rest in peace in chat. Good thing I know you're all joking. Hopefully you're joking. Right, there's the first 4 records. We need to reset this thing. And that means just giving a signal over here. Let's give it a little reset. Right, so now we put in record number 1. That works just fine. Oh, it doesn't work. It's not going to pick it up. It's not going to pick it up. That might not be so straightforward then. But anyway, let's test the theory of it. So, okay, and then there's enough delay. Bam, it gets reset. That's in the correct chest. All right, we put in this disc. We decide we've had enough of it. And it's going to find the correct chest, isn't it? Yes! Yes, it does find the correct chest. Let's do the longest one here and make sure we've got enough delay. Right, so that thing flew out over there. It's kind of annoying that the hopper don't pick it up. Oh, already I think I might have a solution for that. Right, disc goes in, last one at the end. We chuck this thing in here. Can it make it all the way down to the end? Let's find out. Oh, it didn't make its way over there yet. Where did it end up then? Oh, what's going on here? Oh, maybe it picked up one of the ones from before. But I haven't found our record. This is interesting. Maybe something went weird with Spigot Bucket and it's not anywhere to be found, is it? It's actually not anywhere to be found. No, okay, let's try again then. Oh, we got the music here on. That's why some of you were saying double music. I get it. Right, so that thing didn't go into the hopper. Okay, so it needs resetting. Yep, got that. What's the quickest way to do this? It's just that really, isn't it? Right, so the thing's been reset, ready to use. Okay, it's done its thing correctly. Okay, definitely. That time it didn't make a signal though. How odd. And that was when I put it in, like, let's cover up this thing. So that time it makes a signal. Yay! I don't know what happened before. Right, apparently that's enough delay. Why are you doing this, X, says Gamer Satarist or something. Why not? Why not do this? This is fun, this is cool, it's a puzzle. It's got no rules. It's a puzzle with no rules. Okay, so now we need a way to pick up this thing. And I'm going to first of all start with block manipulation, which I think is probably going to be annoying, because then you have those two ugly blocks sticking out the front there. Let's go with that. So, in theory, they should, if they... Might need some serious redesigning if that isn't going to work. We may also need to move the jukebox over so it's not directly next to all of this, but let's see what happens. Right, music disc goes in, that one came out, and it went over there. I'm not sure what happens now, because this thing's got a signal strength. Another way to reset it, I think, would be to just do that. Let's try again. Music disc goes in. It detects which one it is. Music disc comes out. And it went over there. Maybe putting a hopper minecart inside the hopper might do the trick. Let's try that. How do we do that actually? You can't move hoppers with pistons. I don't know if you can even do that. X, remove the record from the jukebox before throwing into the top. It renders your delay system useless in test to be. I think I know what you're getting at. There's something weird with the comparator and the hopper here. Got another noise in my ear. It's Asuma's dad. He's subscribed for 2 months in a row. Thank you so much for the support, Dad. Do appreciate it. Oh, it is actually Asuma's dad. It's not my dad, it's just a guy called Asuma's dad. We need to mess around with this jukebox. What's this going on over here? Oh, this is some other stuff that I made in the world, wasn't it? Okay. Let's go back here. Mess around with this behaviour. So what's going on here? Oh, well look at that. Oh. Are we going to get a client server side? I think we're going to get a client server side thing going on here where they both randomise something different from one another. So let's make like a catchment zone and see what happens. Oh, he's trying to get... Oh, interesting. I'm not sure that would even work, because if the hopper minecart picks it up, does it even transfer it into the hopper? I'm not sure if they interact together that way, if it's not on top of it. But it'd be good to know, of course. Right, so record goes in, record comes out. Stays on top. Record goes in, record comes out. It goes off to the side. Goes in, record comes out. I reckon by putting a block on top of it, like if this is a hopper, that's what we need to simulate. Bam, so it gets flown out to the side. So if we have a hopper on top of it, it gets flown out. I wonder if... What if multiple hoppers helps? Like that. Except we wouldn't have the luxury of that one pointing in on the side. Right, that got picked up. That didn't. Got picked up. Yeah, looks like it's going to be a bit of a hit and miss, doesn't it? Plus, we don't have one on one side, so let's leave that out. We'll see that become a problem immediately. Oh, is that now a bias? Because there isn't a block there. It's going to go out in that direction. It seems to be a bit random, actually. Okay, so what if... Oh, this is tricky. This is tricky. Let's say we got blocks all around it. One of those blocks is a hopper, but the others are Like that. Are we always going to get the jukebox disc inside? If we spam it like that. Right, with very little exception, it kind of looks like yes is the answer. They're always going to land in there. What about now? Let's pick up all of these. So down right click. Oh, some of you are saying use water. Very good suggestion. We might have to change the height of the jukebox then. Yeah, so that seems to be the case. Need to contain it. Look at all those delicious records. I can't even pick them up. Would you be able to put a hopper minecart inside the note block? It's a jukebox and probably not, because it's going to make it difficult for the position to be correct. So, the jukebox doesn't have to be there. That being said, it kind of makes things difficult because we have to rewire a lot of stuff if we move it. Oh, do you know what we could do? You could have water flowing all the way across. Well, not all the way. You could have it flow for 8 blocks, and then without ice, it wouldn't get picked up. So, what other methods do we have here? You can make an item elevator. Only its exception is 1.9. That's a good point. We should probably avoid glitching it up for a block, which was kind of the temptation. I do know a way to do it though, which would work in 1.9. I was making an item elevator with this technique. Unfortunately, the last item can often despawn. Like the last item you send up for it, there's a chance that it won't go up, which is kind of annoying. Actually, I can fix that with redstone. That was another thing I've been meaning to do, to fix that contraption. I wonder if that will always contain the disc. Well, immediately we know the answer is no. That's sort of surprising actually, because then what you could do, power it like this, they all come up, but that's not going to be the way, is it? So where can we move the jukebox to? We can move it outwards, like forwards. We can't really move it higher unless it comes forward, I guess. Actually, no, we can move that one higher. So if the jukebox is there and we contain it with glass and we put water in it, then we can get the thing to flow over to this side. But that's not good enough because the first hopper is the wrong hopper. We need something... Actually, it might not be the wrong hopper as such. I'll tell you what, when we detect from a jukebox right like this, if it's got something in it, we can actually detect when it doesn't by having a redstone torch, and thus eliminate the need for the original hopper. Aha! Aha! You see this? This is why redstone is fun. And then we can make it flow into the first hopper, but at the same time, like having a little bit of glass overhanging the front here and using a little bit of water, to me just feels a little bit ugly. We know that the blocks are probably going to fly out and still be a pain, but that, in theory, does the same thing, right? Because when the jukebox is empty... Oh, there might be a problem here. No, there's no problem. This circuit should work the same way. Okay, so right. Record goes... Let's modify this quickly. Oh, no. Is there? Yeah, there's room. There's room. Right. Let's get rid of that. Okay, you're now at that height. You have detected the disc that is within you, and it's the one at the very end. Okay, and this is maintaining the signal. Let's eject this thing. That, I think, just worked. Although it's now locked all of them probably too quickly. I think that almost worked. I don't know where that disc went. Probably just disappeared. Oh, apparently it went to that chest. Interesting. Might have something to do with timing. Let's do that again. So, we're turning off our signal maintainer. When we put this in, it's not going to activate till a little bit later. Right, now it's activated. So you can't spam it, but what we need to do is increase that delay, really. It's going to hold the signal, yeah, until this thing comes around. How can we increase it? I guess we're just going to have to do this for now. Okay, also, does that need to be a comparator? I think it needs to be a comparator to compare. Actually, no, I don't think it does. I think we might be able to get away with that. Let's see what it does. Okay, so now we want to get our disc out, and it's gone into the hoppers, and then it turns off and resets. Now, when it turns off, every single repeater turns off, which is why I think it went into the wrong chest. And because we added some more delay, it got to this one right here. So it needs just a tiny bit more delay, and then it's good. So now I'm looking at like an alternative to repeaters, because they're starting to take up space. An alternative to repeaters would be to use comparators again. Let's come over here and have a look at another circuit that I've been messing around with. So let's just make a basic one like this. How's that going to work? Actually, that works. Let's get some redstone. Okay, right. Signal comes in. That is really long. Is that actually decaying? Does one of them need to be on subtract? Did I miss a step? I think I missed something here. I definitely missed something, and I'm not sure what. Some of you are saying locked repeaters. Pulse extender. Yes, a pulse extender is what we need, but something very compact and slim. Actually, yeah, now a pulse extender would work, because we're going to get a pulse. What did I do differently here? This is something I made the other day. I'm not sure what it is that I did different. I seem to remember it being exactly that. I think there just needs to be a too long little bit of redstone somewhere in this. And how exactly did I do that? I'm not sure. I'm a little bit baffled because I made something like as simple as that, but I can't see, like, because it doesn't matter that you put the redstone there, that's still going to be the same signal strength. How is it? Maybe I had two on top and one on the bottom. Maybe that's where I'm going wrong. So if we have two like that, then how is this working? Right, that can power downwards, that's fine. How does that go up? If we use a torch, it's a clock. I am a little bit baffled. Remove that piece of redstone to the left and put a comparator. Which bit of redstone to the left? This one here? That's certainly not it. Oh, this one though. That can power down. That's still going to suffer the same problem, I do believe, because you need a too long bit. I don't know how I did this, and it worked perfectly. And it's like one little thing that I'm overlooking. I can't think of what it is. It's not having it on subtract mode. That's really annoying. So basically, I built a little contraption similar to this, where you just... In fact, it's still on the other world, now that I think about it. Let's go to the plot world. It's still over here. Oh, no, it might not be. I might have removed it from the contraption I was using it in. Oh, I removed it. Damn it. Okay, it's not there. Let's turn off the screen for a second. Oh, no, that didn't work. There we go. Ah, what was it? This is annoying. This is a little contraption I wanted to share with the world. And now I can't remember how it works. That isn't it. That's definitely not it. What? That is it? I don't remember. Oh, he's putting a sign on my redstone. I need to remove that. I don't remember having another block across the top. Okay, okay, cheers. I don't remember. What? Why is it decaying now? Is it literally because of the redstone on top? Was that it? Right, so if I put a piece of redstone there... Oh, what if it's this side? What if it's actually taking that signal strength instead of that one? Hey, that's some interesting behaviour right there. Oh, it might not actually be pointing into the block. It might be pointing above it. So that's how I did it. Right, and look at what that is. That's a signal extender, but it's not as long as what we need, which is why we should extend it. And it's probably going to be too big for what we want, but if you add in some extra comparators, you could add 1 or 2 here. Let's actually just start off with 1 extra. No, 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 no. Oh, there you go. The signal length input needs to be a little bit longer as well. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Similar length, but we need something to point into the beginning. That's going to work based on not it being on by default, but it being off. So remember, this whole little bit right here, I think works fine either way around. Right, and now that bit of redstone right there might get in our way. So if we're going to copy what we're doing over there, start with our bit of redstone that pokes upwards. And our comparators are going to be down at this level. Okay, so comparator points in this way, that way, this way, and that way. Is that right? Yes, that's correct. Okay, so does that little bit of redstone interfere? Yes, it does, because it points directly into the block, which means we have to reroute it with something. Let's use a button. So now it doesn't point into that block. Okay. If that works, I've got to say I like that. We then also need to somehow get the signal to this comparator. That would just be running a line of redstone across the top there. I'd like to avoid that if we can, because, well, actually we've got redstone there, I guess. Doesn't really make a difference. And then a comparator. That might do the trick. Except it's going to do it when we put... Oh no, we needed to do it when it comes out, right? Oh, okay. Looks like we might need that. Oh no. Oh, I got the signal flow the wrong way around there. Me, the builder sen says, just came, what are we doing? We're building a contraption to sort records into chests automatically. We're very much nearly done. I didn't want to settle for this water on top, but it seems to do the trick. I think what we need to do is invert the signal, right? There's nothing in there. When we put something in there, we'll get a signal. What if our output was inverted? Like, would that help? It would turn it off for a certain amount of time, but that might disrupt the flow a little bit here. So let's say... No, when we put a record in, it's still going to activate this. So yeah, that's completely pointless. Output doesn't make any difference, it's the input. That's kind of crucial. I mean, we can move this back one more if we need to. We could also put a torch on top and transfer the signal like No, that would break it. We could put a torch... Aha, we could put a torch on that side, like here, and then put a block there, and that's kept it powered. It's also... What has it done here? Oh, it powers that. That's no good. Can't do that. However, what we can do is... Right, the redstone signal is going to have to maintain that. It's not going to work there. So once again, it looks like we need to come up with something different here. Zeus Agari says, this is why we need redstone mods. This is the exact reason we don't need mods. Like, you shouldn't use a mod to create a solution. The idea is finding the solution in the redstone. That's what makes it so fun. This is a puzzle. A puzzle with no rules. Redcrafter says, bye guys, gotta go, very laggy stream. Unfortunately, I think it's not me. All of my stream settings seem to be fine. We're streaming at 3.5 megabytes a second. I didn't expect to do the entire stream on one contraption, but we're very nearly there. A shame about the whole jukebox thing here, but it looks like we've got a solution. Just need to find the right pulse lengthener, don't we? How about a redstone torch? Depends where we put it. Oh, you mean there? No, it has to be a signal strength. Right, let's abandon this idea then. I'm also really annoyed about this. I kind of feel like... Oh, excuse me, there should be a better way to do this. Actually, a minecart hopper on a rail... Like... Picture a minecart hopper on a rail, and then it just goes back and forth between the two and drops it off into the... That might work, but... Depends on the jukebox behaviour. It seems like the jukebox is really unreliable. What's this say? Not 100% reliable. Not surprised. I can't do redstone, so I made something nice instead. There you go. Fozzie cut off his own head and put it on a bed. How terribly polite of him. It looks good. I like the way these are a different texture. Look at that. Upside down stairs for you. It's a cool little builder tip. Oh, if only that was reliable. That would be perfect. X, please play Assuminati. Today we're just doing redstone. Assuminati will be tomorrow. Is this the Plot World server? Yes, it is. Right. Delay. Maybe we should go back to using hoppers again. Two hoppers point into each other. Two hoppers get onto a bus. Piston here. Items are going to be in this side, and then bam, they get sent over to the other side. We use a comparator to pick them up. But how do we lock it? If this thing is already holding the items, and we're waiting for a signal to transfer it, then a torch here, except you're going to have items in, yeah. Oh, where did that redstone go? Right, you've got items in, if that much less than that. When we give it a signal from somewhere else, it's going to push it onto this side. Torch is going to stay off. So how do we... No, this isn't going to do what I want it to do at all. Because when all the items go into the other side, that torch... Alright, so let's say it's like this. Now it's going to look like an EFO hopper clock before long. Or maybe this actually does what we want it to do. No, it doesn't. It's just got the one item there. Ha. Oh, I can't remember how this is done. Fenno made a really nice clock like this, just using one piston once, but I never remember how it's done. have... Except that bit wouldn't get powered. Put a torch there. So until the items come back, stuck there. Right, and now they're just stuck on that side until you press it again. Actually, that doesn't even do anything, does it? Brilliant. No, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't want to use an EFO timer because it's using pistons, so I wanted to sort of avoid that if I could. But I guess it's going to be inevitable with hoppers. Maybe we should just finish this for now and put a delay on again. Except... it's when we take it out that we want the delay to start, right? I think. Yeah, I think that's right. Actually, we can put that there. Actually, no, we won't do that. Is that right that that's on? I really think that's the wrong way to do it. I think what we want to do is create a one-tick pulse. Actually, no, that's not a one-tick pulse. That's just a rising edge or something like that. Okay, so there's nothing in there. Right, we want that to work the opposite way around, is the problem. See, it tried to... oh, I think it did override it, no? I think it needs to do that after. Yeah, when there's not a signal coming from that bit, that would have worked. So we want that to be the opposite, which I think means if we invert it, then it would be. Which means we're going to lose a lot of all of this over here now. Right, so that now should be the correct way away. That's also not going to get reset, which means it should actually make its way all the way down to the end here. There you go, it did it. So we reset it manually. That's not the way to do it. Okay, now we're going to put in a new record. That stayed the same as it was before. And it's when we take the record out. Oh, this is being bug powers. Brilliant. I don't think there's a smaller way we can do this either. I'm not sure. What's he saying? Ha! Fenno's here! Roy and the bear. Brilliant. Fenno will know how to do this. Hey, I'll tell you what we could do. We could drop the signal down by 1. Then it wouldn't be budded. Then all of this delay would be a little bit lower down. It shouldn't be an issue either, because we can just put redstone there. Alright, let's see if this one works then. Right, we put in our record, we didn't get a signal to reset it. We're done with our record. We hate this song, it sucks. Let's take it out. There goes the reset. Does it get there in time? Bam, it's been reset. Let's see if it got all the way down to the end. And it did. Amazing. So that is the thing working. And by the way, it looks like this works every time. If not, I don't know, but... So, things that I want to improve with this contraption. Let's say it's finished. It is in a finished state. Don't like this water here. Don't have really an alternative, but it would be really nice to have this like flush, so this is just like not sticking out. But you could always work with this. You could always make this a frame around the front area, which is what we're going to do right now. So we're going to say the frame for this be like a so. Actually, you probably wouldn't want to see all the hoppers, so then again the jukebox is at that height, so maybe you do have it like this. And then your platform for walking on is down the bottom here. Right, so that's sort of reasonable. That's actually pretty cool. If these weren't transparent, you wouldn't even see the water. That doesn't need to be there. I guess you could fill that in. Looks pretty cool. Yep, you could put slabs there as well. Absolutely. Look, we bring this guy in to do redstone. He starts decorating. What's going on? Yeah, so that's good. And then the only other thing is this bit around here. This is just too big. It needs to be more compacto, doesn't it? Let's see what Fenno's got. Oh, is this his little thing? Is there a button somewhere here? Let's make a button. So what happens if I press this? I think it's still a work in progress. It needs something extra, doesn't it? It's like when the items come into this side... Oh, he's still building it. He'll figure it out, he'll figure it out. Well, we did it. We definitely did something that works. What's going on over here? Most compact redstone ever! Oh my god, it's just 2 bits of redstone. Triangle up. There is no way that you would be able to stop the jukebox from dropping the music disc back to you. Interesting. Let's see what happens. Wait. I know what you're saying. That's if you stand directly next to it. So let's stand too close to it. We put in the... In fact, let's even go... Right, and now we go BAM. Where's it gone? It went straight into the water and down to the end, right? Ooh, it went into the wrong chest. Interesting. Perhaps that... Oh, perhaps the timing is so precise that if it flicks out to the wrong bit of the water, the delay can hurt it. So we may need even more delay here then. That's annoying. But the concept works. No, I don't think that's an issue. What is the name of the song? Says Smon Man. This song is entitled Underwater Prison. Doesn't it sound like you're in an underwater prison? It kind of does. Instead of the water, use a hopper minecart in the middle of the jukebox and the hopper to pick up the disc. Boom guy, good suggestion, but then it means that this has to be in a different place. That then has to be at this height, so we can put a hopper underneath it, and then everything's kind of out of whack. Now we could perhaps put this like over here and have an item elevator as well. That's an alternative design. Whatever feels right, I guess. But anyway, who's to say that having a hopper minecart inside of it would work? Here's another problem. Can we even get a hopper minecart into it? I want to find out. Oh, this music rocks. I love ambient music. It's so brilliant. What are we doing here? I think we want a regular piston. Also, it's going to glitch inside of the piston, which it won't do in... I'll tell you what, let's try it like this. It won't do in 1.9 because we've got those bug fixes. Can we put a rail on top of the jukebox? The answer is yes, that's brilliant, because without that I would be stuffed. How do we get rid of the rail? If I click, it's just going to get rid of that. I think the answer is to put more pistons up here. Right, let's try this then. Put the minecart on first. There we go. So now we bring down one piston, then the second one. Doesn't seem to work. Let's try it with a block. No luck. I wonder if that picks it up every time. I think it sort of did until I started spamming it too much. Is Autumn shaking his head? That should be an emote. You should be able to press a button in SMP and then it starts making your player head shake. And then like up and down. Oh, think of the things you could do with that. Make it spin around. There you go, mod idea. Oh, what's Autumn trying to do? Glitch it into it? Ooh! Nice one! Right, but then, does it even... Does it even? No. But, with one on top as well, it might. Okay, let's do that again. Let's get rid of that thing. So we have a hopper... Sorry, a minecart inside of it. Let's put those around. I don't know if that's actually going to block it from glitching in further. Also, doing this would make building it an absolute pain. Especially if someone then broke it. So then we want to push it in like that. Then we can remove this. We also want a hopper down below. No, it's gone forever. It was floating on top of me. It actually stopped on top of me, didn't it? You saw it here. Let's do this again. Mine hot copper. Copper? Excuse me, I'm going to burp at the same time. Minecart hopper goes inside. What do you mean you won't move? Right, so that's nice and centralised. Right, so now we've got a triple hopper set up. Will it let me click on the jukebox? No. No, never mind. Can't click on it. Useless. You could clip it out a little bit. That kind of looked like it worked big time, didn't it? Things are like flying up on top, but the one at the top picks it up, and then the one in the middle passes it down. So that actually works, believe it or not. Probably, I need to test it more, but yeah, that might work. Leander2802 says, this stream is one of the best ones I've had. That's awesome. I hope you had a good time. How did you all like the redstoning? We did something completely different. I didn't know what it would be like, but I think it turned out pretty good. So let me know in chat. Hey X, you can get away with one minecart. Silver Tuxedo, I'd love to know how you do that. Oh, you think maybe just the one on top is enough to pass it to the hopper, perhaps? Let's give it a disc. Catch! No, that isn't it. Anyway, we saw a way to do it there. Fenno's still redstoning. He's figuring it out. He's making a list, he's checking it twice. Well, I'm happy with this. Stingy the Dude says, thanks for Polybridge Season 2. No problem. Yeah, Polybridge just came out on YouTube. I just published it, so if you're interested in that game, new episode, new levels, had fun playing that. Still recording the next episode of that as well. C-Shan says, I think one jukebox is enough. Yeah, we only need one. It's the hoppers. Dover Hill says, I can't understand the stream, but it was great. Well, that's good if you had a good time. Lurf Snurpy? Very interesting and entertaining. Thank you. Looks like a lot of you've been enjoying it. Chazmeister Tutorial says, I like Redstone on camera, although I thought the crafting one was better. I got a question though. Are there any Patreons watching? I'm going to start doing some Patreon stuff later today. If you are a patron and you're watching, what I will say is I'm going to be messaging people for emails. I'm going to do the patron system through email because we're also going to add an instant access one as well. Oh my god! What if that works? What if that works? Oh my god, please tell me that it works. Hoppers need to go into something that stores lots of items, which would be a chain of hoppers and chests. Give me them chests. Let's set this up. Let's do the test. Kablam, kablam. Blam, 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 blam. Right. I got to spam it not too much. We've got to spam it at the rate it can pick it up, so... Oh, I got one, I got one. Wait, why is that not working? It looks like this half slab has elevated it. Let's do that. Oh, no, 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 none of that, none of that. Keep it in the middle. Keep it in the middle. I want to keep it in the middle. I'll say that one more time. Keep it in the middle. Right. Oh, yep, yep, that's it. Glitch it in. Leave it where it is. Unfortunately, making it look like nice might be a pain. Right, so all of that. Is it going in here? It is! Are we getting any lossy? Okay, that might be me spamming it too... That is me spamming it too fast, isn't it? Oh, but now it doesn't go into the hopper. It has to be half a block higher. Oh, no. Damn. Oh, well. We got places here, didn't we? We'll figure this one out. If anyone who's following me wants to tweet me like a solution or an alternative to what we got going on here, that would be awesome. Maybe another way to do this if you fancy doing some testing yourself. The main thing is getting rid of this, coming up with something a little bit more compact and reliable. And this time a circuit right here, I'm sure I'll be able to figure something out. So I'll make that smaller in my own time. And then you might see this in a tutorial video soon. It's an awesome little contraption. I love it. I think it's really good. I can't wait, actually. It's going to be like my top priority now. So if you feel like helping out, send me a tweet if you've got an idea for how to get the jukebox to work. Looks like this over here might work. John, I just had an idea. What if you had a slab? Right, now you put a slab here, and then a piston below it. Oh, no, no, just the one slab. Piston below it. Oh, he's on the same thing. And then we just need... I'll let him power it. There you go. So that goes up by half. So this is what you really want to test. Oh, dummy! There we go, there we go. Okay, so let's try it again. That looks like it's picking it up every time. Oh no! Oh, 2 in a row disappeared. Actually, we need to check if that's client side or server side. So it needs a platform around it. Let's try it now. Oh, straight. Wait, wait, wait. It was... Oh, it was there. Okay. That doesn't work either. Oh, well, we're getting there. It's all good. It's all good indeed. If only you would use hoppers to put the jukebox and pull the disc out directly, you can make a fully automatic jukebox. Yeah, I'd love to see jukebox interact with hoppers. That would be so cool. Hey, assume I just make a minecart hopper at the top and then a hopper at the right of the jukebox and push the minecart between 2 blocks. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier in the video, live stream even actually, that you could possibly do something like that. Problem is the hopper doesn't pick it up. See what you're saying though. Let's think about that a second. What if we try? We can try it right here. What if we put this there and give it a little nudge? Right, now it's technically probably over both. Are they going? Oh my god, this man might have done it. Who said that? Sky Beast MC. You the MVP. This looks like it works. Amazing. Oh my days. Yes. 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 Right, that looks spam proof. Let's go and get a little bit of world edit on here. I was going to wrap things up, but now we just got to fix that. Right, we're going to take from that block to this one right here. Oh, which way did I click? I can't even remember. Right, so then we're going to expand by 10 and then stack once. And now we've got another one up here. So we're going to modify this one. Blam, go away. And the modification is going to be so simple. Yeah, I was thinking about changing this circuit as well, but actually that's going to run off the same thing. We just have basically a minecart in here. So let's get a rail. Bam, bam. And then give it a nudge. And that's probably it. Still need that trim across the front. But you just have like a rogue minecart like that. And that's probably it. I'll test that and play around with it at another time. GG, Sky Beast, says someone in chat. Quite a few of you saying something like that. Brilliant. So, yeah, just want to say thank you, everyone. Oh, look at Autumn. He's taking it to the next level with a fence gate. Nice stuff. Although, I would say, I think it needs to be as far as cross as possible. And I think the biggest hitbox you can have going across is the cobblestone fence. I could be wrong. Where is it? Isn't it normally here? Oh no, it's one that, for some reason, despite being a different shape, appears in the blocks thing. So I think the biggest hitbox would be that. And then you would pick up more from this side, like at an extreme. If it, I don't know how it works, you know, what's its pickup range? What if it decides to randomly come out of the very far side? You know, does it pick it up? Who knows? Fenno's working on something as well. Yeah, that's going to be it. So, to all of my Patreons, check your messages, and I'll be sorting out what's happening. I'm also going to add an instant join option as well, so you don't have to wait for Patreon, because their system seems to be pretty awful. I did sort of rush into it a little bit. You know, some of the other hermits do it, so I thought Patreon would be the way. But anyway, all that stuff will be sorted out, so I'm going to go do some of that right now. So thank you everyone for watching. Hope you had a good time watching me Redstone. I had a great time. We got a great contraption out of it, so it seems worthwhile. And we had a lot of fun. So that's it. As always, thank you ever so much for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.